There will be no train service between Union Station and Aldershot specifically. Customers going between Hamilton and Niagara Falls can still take the train, so we'll still have it between Aldershot and Niagara Falls.
Are you taking a trip into the city this weekend? Maybe hoping to catch a train to watch a game? Take note, Metrolinx is canceling trains along the Lakeshore West corridor this weekend for what the agency describes as maintenance and infrastructure updates. This during a big sports weekend in the city with a bunch of Toronto teams playing home games, including the Leafs at Scotiabank Arena, Toronto FC at BMO Field, and the Marlies at Coca-Cola Coliseum. Also downtown, the blind hockey tournament at Mattamy Centre is sold out.
It's one of the most amazing things about Toronto is that every single weekend we've got stuff going on. So there's always going to be events happening. We appreciate that it's obviously challenging for folks. A lot of people come in. It's very busy in here today. A lot of people taking the GO train in, but we also have really critical infrastructure work that has to happen. And so usually there's not always a great weekend to pick. We do plan ahead, so we try to plan about 6 to 8 months in advance for work blocks. So this is what we like to call these construction periods. We have to sort of weigh a bunch of different pros and cons on when to host these things. And we also have a massive mandate. So we're delivering the Ontario line right now. We've got GO expansion underway, and this requires us to do the infrastructure work necessary. It is better generally to do the work over 2 days rather than impacting people's commutes, so having to stretch it over a longer period of time.
Meanwhile, a couple of fronts of good news. If you're planning to drive in, those years-long lane closures on the Gardiner to accommodate a rebuild of the expressway don't kick in until Monday. And the TTC says they're ramping up in an attempt to pick up the slack.
We're adding extra service on lines 1 and line 2, that's extra subway service. Also extra streetcar service on the 509 Harbourfront and the 511 Bathurst. That will give commuters extra options.
There's going to be bus replacements at West Harbour, Aldershot, Burlington, Oakville, and I believe at Clarkson as well, and then local transit options in between, but no GO Transit service at those other stations.
And big sporting events aside, there's also the Toronto Game Expo taking place at the X on Sunday. At Union Station, David Zura, City News.